Friday Night Live, baby. It's time. We in a stew, and it's good to see you. The timer, yes, Stacy was a lead in the timer. Timer is good for all of us because it keeps us honest, right? It makes sure that I am not just talking to you, talking to the air. What is going on? Welcome to the Friday Night Live. I left a poll open for you so you could tell me what we're doing tonight. And I got excited. Because you guys wanted to run back. You wanted to run back Detective Scar Warriors. Now, listen. We've had some issues with the sign behind me. It fell a couple times mid filming yesterday. Interesting things happening with the sign, but it's good to see you guys. All right, so first off, I'm going to tell you, finally, I have some more information for anybody that can make this event. I am going to be gone tomorrow, leaving tomorrow morning, and I am going to the first ever Dateline Live. I will be going on. I told you guys this before. I'm just giving you a little more information. I'm going to be on with Keith Morrison live in front of a real audience. It is kind of like their first time doing this. So it's an interesting thing. Dateline Live has never happened before. So Keith and I have a spot. You can see it right here at the bottom. This is the press release. Where is it, Colby? Right here. And you know, I've talked to Keith for years. So I've talked to Keith since 2020. It's a long time to know somebody, right? So we're going to be sitting down and having a really cool discussion. And yeah, this is the first of its kind. They've never done this before. Dateline has never had anything like this before. I'm just going to remove that because you guys aren't going to see it. They've never done this event. So this is brand new. And I think they're going to continue it, but it's in Nashville and it's going to be really interesting. So we're going to have a really good conversation. And you can tell that they have a completely different perspective on what angle we're going to take with it and the type of conversation we're going to have. So it was like, yeah, of course, if that's what we want to do and have a productive, realistic conversation about what it's like to be involved in something like this, then we can help a lot of people. So, but with that being said, here's what we'll do. Let's get an autograph and we'll do a giveaway. How about that? You guys let me know if you want to do a giveaway. I'll ask Keith to sign something and we'll do a giveaway. How about that? So Tess, it is not going to be live streamed. They are going to film it, but they do not have a streaming setup, they told me. So they do not have anything that's going to actually like be streamed out to you guys. So that's what I was told. But I am letting you know if anybody is in the Tennessee area and you can make it, it's going to be really cool. It's not just me. Obviously, if I did pull that back up, let me, come on now. Let me pull this up. I mean, if you go up here, there's a lot of people here. So there's multiple sessions. They got everybody from Dateline here. You can see it's a big event and there's going to be multiple people going and having different conversations about different things. I get to go and watch. So that's going to be really interesting. So if you are going to go, you got to let me know. You got to let me know now because we got to hang out. We got to do a meetup or something out there. So it's going to be really interesting. But if I get a Keith Morrison signed anything, we can do a giveaway for you guys if you would like that. It is not going to be televised and it is being held on Sunday, this Sunday in Nashville, Tennessee. So it is happening. It's going to be interesting. And again, they're just starting this out for the first time. So they're going to kind of see how this goes. And depending on how it goes, they'll continue down. So, you know, it's like I've told you guys before, media is interesting. Making the right connections with people. And what I mean by that is it's hard to find people who won't exploit only everything about your story. So, it's like you kind of form certain relationship with certain people, and they show you that they love you and respect you. So anyway, I don't want to waste too much of your time telling you about this, but it is coming up. And if you can make it, we will be there. I will be there. And I can see you on this Sunday coming up. So it's going to be really, really cool. With that being said, yeah, we will do a giveaway. Let's do it. I'm down. I'm going to have him write something really unique too. Say, Keith, everybody on the channel, everybody in the community wants this. I know, right? I mean, I think that's got to be it. His voice is like, it's just synonymous, and we're going to do a vlog. Please. We're going to be doing a vlog, and, it's going to be interesting. So I'm going to pull up a new screen for us. Okay. We have some decisions to make as a group. Let me close these tabs. Got too many gosh dang tabs open. Here's what we're going to do. Okay. We're going to pull up cases to review, and you and I are going to pick a case, and we're going to figure this out. And I need your help, because last time, I'm not going to lie to you, one of them really tripped me up and I really missed on it. But usually I go with my gut on this. All right, I'm going to read them out to you. You are going to pick with the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Okay. I've got 5 cases here. Here we go. Case number 1. Yeah, now remember, this is us just using our intuition. This is not real life. I feel that it's kind of disrespectful to go all the way to real life unless it's something historical. So right now we are just rocking with a whatever simulated situation. But I'm gonna need your help. So let's get it. Case number 1, the missing podcaster. Okay, turn it off. Turn it off. Game's over. We're not doing this game. Frick is going on here? I don't have a podcast or anything like that. So don't ask. I don't have a podcast or anything like that. So don't ask me. Jordan Lee, a 29 podcaster. Get the frick out of here. This is getting a little too much. I remember what we talked about AI. Now freaking ChatGPT's mad at me. Yeah, exactly. I'm 29. Okay. Let's slow down. I'm not going to get all whatever. We're on live. Okay. Jordan Lee, middle name's Jordan. That's fine. Okay. A little too close for comfort. 29-year-old true crime podcaster vanished in the night before releasing an episode about local corruption. Evidence: his laptop was found wiped clean. Security footage shows a hooded figure near his car. Police note: anonymous tipster. Is tipster a gosh dang word? Frick out of here. There's no way tipster's a word. I could be wrong. Tipster? I can't get over that. Warned him not to release the episode. The discussion angle: did he uncover too much on or stage his own disappearance for publicity? Okay, this is only one. Hold on. You got to give me a vote at the end. I'm going to read them faster now. The log cabin. A family of 4 was found dead in the remote vacation cabin, doors locked from the inside. Evidence: fireplace ashes contain burned photographs of the family with an unknown man. No forced entries, no signs of struggle. A strange phrase carved into wood: we are never alone. Oh, that one's different. The twin switch. Detectives suspects the identical twins, Rachel and Rebecca Carter, swap places during a trial. One is facing embezzlement charges while the other claims innocence. I don't know why would it matter if they switches? I don't know. How do you prove the DNA is identical? Well, I feel like, okay, I'm not going to try to solve that one right off the bat. The church basement. After a flood, the basement of a small town church revealed dozens of journals dating back 50 years. The entries detail crimes never reported. Handwriting analysis matches multiple town leaders over decades. One journal describes a missing teen from the 1980s in disturbing detail, and the locals insist the church leaders are pillars of the community. Okay, and last one, the perfect alibi. A wealthy tech CEO is accused of killing his business partner. At the time of the murder, he was live streaming a charity event. Timestamp shows him live online, but the cell data tower places his phone at the crime scene. A deepfake detection team suggested the live stream could have been pre-recorded. Okay, here we go. Are we going with Number 1, the missing podcaster. 2, lock cabin. 3, twin switch. 4, church basement, or the perfect alibi. Number 5. I need numbers here. I need numbers. I wish I could have them all on screen for you, but we'll scroll down. The podcaster, the lock cabin. We got 4, 1, 1, 4. Not making it easy for me. 2, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. I got lots of 4s. 2s, 4s, 5s. Okay. Here we go. All right. Man, we got lots of them. Oh, man. Okay, I see a lot of 4s, guys. We got to go 4. We got to do it. I saw a lot of 4s. The church basement. Are you guys ready to go down this path? Okay, here we go. Let's go. Numfo. All right, here we go. Oh, it's getting really intense here. Here we go. The church basement, a severe flood in a small Midwestern town. The basement of St. Augustine's Church was damaged. While cleaning workers discovered dozens of old leather-bound journals hidden behind a false wall. The journals span over 50 years, and the details, crimes, secrets, and disturbing events tied to the town's history. Oh, I already know who it is. Actually, what's the point? How are we supposed to figure out what's going on here? Handwriting analysis, multiple entries over decades match handwriting samples of the past present town leaders, including the former mayor, 2 sheriffs, and even a current city council member. 1983 journal entry, a chilling description of a 16-year-old missing girl given to the river. Her body was never found and her case was closed as a runaway. Consistent phrases, many journals have the same words. We do not confess to God, we confess to each other. Oh, guys, this is getting freaking intense. This is getting wild. The community reaction. Longtime residents insist that the leaders named in the journals are the pillars of the community and refuse to believe they could be guilty. Forensic findings. Pages are stained with substances later confirmed as human blood through degraded beyond the DNA identification. So we got tons. All right, let's slow it down. I need to slow it down. We got to slow it down. So we've got a journal found with all kinds of entries, history, and there's basically a long line of corruption in this town. Okay. Did they ever name the town? What's the town's name? Nope, just church basement. Oh, St. Augustine's Church. We don't know what the town is. Well, thanks a lot. That helps. All right. Okay, so that's our point. We're going to say we need more facts or something of that name. I mean, what are we supposed to do with that? That's not enough. Okay. Okay, so on July 12th, after the flooding, contractors repairing the basement, a wall of St. Augustine's uncovered the hidden chamber. 27 bound journals, the oldest date to 1972, the most recent from 2020. So somebody's keeping a line. That's a good point. I mean, who else is going to keep it in the church and in the line and keep writing in it from 1980 or 1972 to 2020? And the journals are cataloged over the county authorities, and several go missing from evidence within weeks. Oh my gosh. 1974, Mayor Thomas Weller, a sin covered in the blood is one of the debt cleared of all, for all. Mentions a drifter whose disappearance was never investigated. We got too much going on here. Too much. 1983 Sheriff Raymond Kells details the gift to the river from a 16-year-old named Clara Jameson. This matches the missing persons case from that year long, though thought to be a runaway. 1999, Reverend Paul Danner. Oh, Paul. I don't know about him. Writes about a circle of 12 who gather yearly in the basement, sealing their confessions in blood. Yep, it's Paul. I told you I didn't have to read that to know it's Paul. Paul's on something else. And 2015, Councilwoman Laura Brack notes that the new members must prove loyalty with silence and an offering. All right, so we got a cult here. What have we stumbled on here? This is a cult in the town. We're in the town. They've got a cult, and it's going freaking down. Okay. So now the bloodstains test as human, too degraded for DNA to be consistent with multiple donors. Oh, to be consistent with multiple donors. Symbols drawn repeatedly, an inverted cross circled in 3 rings. No official religious affiliation, possibly a ritual mark. Okay, so we got a cult here. Personal effects, a necklace belonging to Clara Jameson, that's 1983 missing girl, pressed between the pages. Or Clara is the one. And she never, is Clara the one that went down the river? Clara, where are you? Grifter. Clara, yeah. Clara is never went down the river. Clara is the leader of the cult. I have a feeling Clara never went down the river. Clara went down the river of knowledge. Why is her? I don't know. Recent entry 2020. The sickness brings opportunity, possibly referencing COVID. I don't even know how to follow what's going on here. Janitor claims he often heard chanting in the basement after midnight. We called it. Chanting. Get the guns. Strap up. I'm not going to be up there sweeping and mopping while I hear the chanting. Frick out of here, man. I'm out. Frick this. Local historian confirms that 4 council members, 2 sheriffs, and a judge from the town appear named in the journals. Residents refuse to believe. Many say that the journals are fabricated to slander good people. Okay, the community to divide. All right. Half the town believes that the journals are evidence of a generational conspiracy with town leaders covering up the murders. The other half believes an elaborate hoax to smear campaign against the church and its leaders, and the local police chief, whose father is named in the journals, insists there's no active threat and urges people to move on. Okay, unsolved questions. Guys, what the frick, man? Were these journals actual confessions, ritual records, or both? How do you prosecute crimes that are decades old and protected by the community loyalty? Are there more hidden chambers or more journals that never made it to evidence? And who stole the missing journals from the police archive? Okay, so first of all, we don't have enough. Really starting to get pissed. We don't have enough evidence to even answer some of these questions. Are there more hidden chambers? I haven't been in there. So I gotta ask you a question. First of all, we know there's some kind of cult with the higher ups. Okay, there's a cult here. Now, what we do with this cult, how we're able to prosecute them? Well, here's what it is. We're gonna call, like, when I have to be the policeman in our games with the girl, when I'm with the girls, I'm called the International Protection Service. Wow, I could not say that. Let's retry that. The International Protection Service. And when I have to go up to the girls and tell them that they stole chicken nuggets, or I have to take down Carter, because, he's got to go down sometimes. I got to take that guy down because he's steals the churros from Disneyland. Listen, stay with me here. IPS, we're here. International Protection Service. Gosh, I can't say it. I'm just struggling with that one. Okay, slow down. Slow your roll. IPS director. Thank you. Wow. I'm finally being recognized for my good work in IPS. You know how many times I've taken Carter down just today? You know how many times that kid tried to run? I got a runner. Carter's the churro bandit. My kids hate. I have to tell you one story real quick. My kids hate so much because every time we play the game where they are being like taken away, or like we do like the fights and I have to come get them, I yell IPS, and then I take them down and I tell them because they stole churros from Disneyland. That's always been the thing. So they hate the churro bandit. They hate that. It's like, not the churro bandit, Dad. I never took the churros. All right, here we go. Back to square one. Who stole the missing journals? Well, I need to know who's the current, I'm a bad typer. Current mayor, and let's do current mayor. You got to give me that. Oh, Evelyn. Oh, Evelyn, I've got a bad feeling about you. Evelyn, what are you doing in life? Background: born and raised in a small Midwestern town, former lawyer, elected mayor in 2018, re-elected in 2022, known publicly as a reformer who cleaned up corruption at City Hall. Yeah, right. Her father, Harold, served as mayor in the late 1970s. His handwriting, he's in the earliest journals. And she cleaned up. That's already, oh, yeah, no, I'm cleaned up corruption. Yeah, you are the corruption, Evelyn. You're what's wrong with society. So let's just put that out there. I already got a bad feeling about Evelyn right here, right now. Some residents suspect she's protecting her father's legacy, possibly her own political career. Recent behavior called for a unity rally at St. Augustine's where she urged citizens to stand by the leaders who built this town. See, they're trying to get you in there. They're trying to get you. Don't let them fool you, okay? They're trying to get you. Don't let them fool you. Evelyn's a problem. What do I got to say? What are we going to talk about here? And now she's saying she refuses to. Oh, okay. Reportedly blocked an outside investigation task. She didn't want IPS in the church basement because we would have kicked down the doors. Listen, IPS would have been there so quick. We would have been there so fast. We would have swarmed it out. We would have cleared it. I would have sent in 5 guys, okay, to clear everything, clear the basement, okay? I don't know if you guys have ever played the game Ready or Not, but I've been playing it, and that's where this is all coming from. Ready or Not is a game about being on the SWAT, and you gotta take people, and you gotta make good decisions. You gotta save the civilians. Listen, IPS comes in, clear this room, okay? I'm right here on the end. I clear the first room. We find all the false panels. Evelyn's definitely somebody I'm not trusting right now. She's definitely a bad guy. So she calls this fake citizen rally together. She's trying to get you to believe back in the church. And this is the problem, is this is some real stuff people do. Okay? Now, she gets everybody to, stand by the leaders who built this town. Frick this town. Okay? Reportedly blocked outside investigation task force. Yeah, she didn't want IPS there, local jurisdiction, and refuses to answer any direct questions about her father's name. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to answer questions. You'll answer them at my office at IPS. Okay, hold on. Public perception. Half the town sees her as a stability figure, keeping the town from falling into hysteria. The other half whispers she's stonewalling justice and maybe a part of the newer generation. This gives you a living, breathing central figure. Okay, stop telling me stuff like that. Just tell me. Just don't pull the case out for me. All right, chat? You're really starting to piss me off, chat. Just keep going and let's keep working this out. Okay, so now we've got somebody who's in charge. Who's the pastor? Let's do this. Who runs the church? Because if I know who runs the church, that's going to help me a lot. Reverend Michael Alden. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. All right, next move, we got to search the basement. I'm going to tell chat that I'm getting IPS on the case. All right. IPS is going to come down there. Reverend Michael Alden took over leadership of St. Augustine's in 2007 after Reverend Paul Danner retired, the same reverend whose journal entries were among the most disturbing. Okay, so he goes and retires. Paul the demon has got to take a retirement, okay? Previously worked as worked as a missionary abroad and came back to his hometown to serve his community. Yeah, frick this guy. Known for his fiery sermons about morality, loyalty, and tradition. Oh, yeah, no, this is a cult. Slow it down. Come on. This is a cult. And you know what's wild? It's always in this gosh dang small towns. Frick these small towns, man. We got to get people out of this mindset. All right. Connections to the journals. While none of the journals are confirmed to be Alden's handwriting, several entries are from 2010 reference, the shepherd who guards the flock. Locals debate if this refers to him. He has denounced the journals as forgery during the services, calling them a test of faith meant to divide the town. How's it a test of faith? It's people trying to freaking figure out what's going on in this town. So it's not really a problem, but whatever. Refused to hand over certain church records from the 1980s to the 1990s, citing religious confidentiality. Okay. Preaches unity, urging townspeople to not let dark lies destroy their heritage. Calls the investigators wolves in sheep's clothing, and claimed he has tightened access to the church basement, only allowing select elders. Okay. Public's perception. Supporters see him as a pillar of faith under attack and the critics whisper that he's the new keeper of the circle, protecting the tradition in secret. This is going crazy. What am I, how are we supposed to narrow this down? Where do you guys want to go from here? I feel like I've done a lot of the work here. You got to tell me. Should we press on the mayor? Are we pressing on Alden? Right? How are we going to figure out what's going on here? Because we need to figure out how to build a case. Okay, well, that's what I'm going to tell ChatGPT. I'm going to tell her. Watch this. IPS is on the case. Is here. Don't worry. No. Okay, wait. I'll wait for that. We got to capitalize IPS. She doesn't even know what this is. No one knows what IPS means, but whatever. All right. What do you guys want to do? I need to know, how do we track down what's going on here? Because we got two problems. We got the mayor denying a lot. Her dad's involved. Another gatekeeper, right? Handing the key down. We also know that the other guy, the other bad guy, is in there. Okay. Alden is in the thing, and his stuff was very disturbing in these journals. We got to figure out how to figure out who's involved. Okay. We got to figure out who's involved and what to do with it. Okay. If I call Ray, it's Friday. I got to call him. If Ray doesn't answer, it's just going to make me look like an idiot. I got to call Ray. It's one of those things. It's like, if he doesn't answer, I get it. He's a busy guy. Hold on. I get it if he doesn't answer it. Oh, I got forwarded. I love him. It's a Friday night, brother. I think it might be like 9. Oh, it might be late there. I feel bad. I didn't know. I realized it was late. All right. Well, let's see. What do you guys think? I don't know what to do. I don't know how we're supposed to continue this. What's the next logical step? Right? Who do we start? Who do we start going and picking apart here? Who is the most important person? Because we know that this circle, oh, it's 10 o'clock there. Oh, I might have to do it. Yeah, this is like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? My lifeline's gone. I have nowhere to call in. You guys are the lifeline. Yes, we are having Fun Friday, where we are just using our skills of, I guess, just picking things apart together and having fun at the same time. This is completely fabricated. Just enjoying the night together and trying to figure out what's going on in this gosh dang town. Now, again, the worst part is, though, this is not that crazy. That's the thing that's so crazy is a small town telling you to trust your roots, all that stuff. Crazy. Now, again, this is one of those things where it's more complicated because it's not a one person. It's not like, oh, this person did it, right? It's not like a point the finger at someone. This is one of those situations where it's like, hey, there's a lot of people involved here. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to say IPS is here. Don't worry. Now, let's get, oh, wow, because we can't test the blood here. So we have no way of knowing. How am I supposed to make the arrest as IPS here? We got to really think this through. Let's really think about what goes on next. Okay, how about this? I have a better idea. I'm going to go full on. I'm going to let you know. This is my thought. What if I go in there and I go full on undercover, and I say that I am either coming in to be a part of the church or I'm going into the mayor's office as something. Should I go undercover or do I just stay objective? Okay, I'm going undercover. I'm Going undercover. Undercover. Set me up. Wait, I'm going with the pastor. Set me up with, what's this dude's name? Pastor Alden. ChatGPT has no idea what IPS is. Here we go. Perfect. Going undercover. Oh my gosh, here I am. Oh man, my freaking stomach just dropped. I gotta breathe. All right, here we go. I'm going undercover. Cover identity. You're presenting yourself as a concerned out-of-town journalist, writing about faith and community. Feature after the flood. Your goal, gain Alden's trust enough that he let something slip up about the journals or the church basement. First of all, I'm not doing any of that. Okay, let me go ahead and tell you my plan. I've got a silencer on the clip. I get him into his office. It's just one. He's gone. Grab the big keys with the chain, right? The big, huge ring with all the keys, the older keys. I head downstairs under his desk where I know he's got it hidden out. I walk down the stairs. I start knocking on walls till I hear the hollow spots. I start looking for buttons and stuff like that. It opens up. I find all of the evidence. I get the IPS there and we clear out the basement. We do all the testing we need to, and we're back and everybody's guilty. But that's not going to work here. That's not going to work here. So let's slow down. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Location atmosphere. You meet Pastor Alden in his office at St. Augustine's. The walls are lined with old photos of past pastors, stained glass windows of colored light, and a faint smell of mold from the flood damage lingers. Wow, okay, we're really getting into this. On his desk, open a Bible and a stack of handwritten notes and a ring of keys. Man, I freaking told you, bro. I told you this was going to be some stupid stuff, man. I told you. The freaking keys. I told you. I was not playing. The ring of keys, man. I told you. I don't even. Why do I got to go through all the other stuff, right? He's tall, silver-haired, warm smile that doesn't quite reach his eyes. Well, like he's a fake smile. Demeanor, friendly at first but guarded, chooses his words carefully. Welcome, my child. This is so weird. I got to do the voice, though. Welcome, my child. It's good to see outsiders taking interest in our little town. Though I must admit, these are troubled times for us. Okay, my response is, if you just joined, you are confused, and I know it. I know you are confused. Just trust us. It's game night. You're jumping in mid-game night. So if he said, welcome, my child, and he said all this to me, I'd say, Pastor, I'm just here to get the truth about what's going on in this town. Why we have the same voice? I can't have the same voice as him. So let me just calm it down. Okay, here we go. There's a sympathy angle. I know it must be hard for you leading your flock with these rumors. Ooh, I like that because he's gonna soften up. He's guarded. He's hiding something, right? He's hiding something. Okay. So if he's hiding something, I can't come in pressure, say Mayor Marston insists that these journals are lies, but your predecessors' names are in them. You're telling me this is all fabricated? No, I'm not coming in like that. I'm not going to come in with the faith thing either, right? In these times like this, some leaders confess in private to protect the people, but do you leave that this kind of hidden truth? None of that. Curiosity, no. We're going to go sympathy. Let's see. Likely responses. If calm, lies fester when people lose faith. These journals are doing nothing more than that. If rattled, be careful if you ask questions. Some doors are locked for a reason, and if cornered, he may get defensive. Exactly. You don't do that. You don't do that. So what we're gonna do is let's go with one. Let's go with one. Okay. Hold on, I'm texting Ray. All right. This is it, man. This is it. This is going crazy right now. All right, I feel like I'm getting nervous. Alden greets me. Welcome, my child. I hear you've come a long way to speak for me, with me. Troubled times bring curious souls, don't they? Yeah, I'm not buying any of that. So I say, I don't like it's giving me lines. What is this? I'm not going to say this, but I'm going to say it all nice. It must be so exhausting trying to lead your people while the whole town whispers of those journals. I can only imagine how heavy this must feel on your shoulders. Here comes Alden. Exhausting. Yes, I sound like Anakin, but not expected. The enemy of truth always attacks where the light shines brightest. For 50 years, this town has stood on faith, family, and loyalty. And now, because of the flood, because of some old stained notebooks, people question everything. They don't see the good we've done. They only crave scandal. He sighs, tapping on the open Bible in front of him. Oh, he's tapping. He is tapping. I don't like Alden, and I'm voicing him. I just feel like he's a creepy dude, okay? Now, what does Alden say? He tells his flock, I tell my flock, do not let outsiders steal your peace. These journals are lies, twisted words meant to destroy. If I crumble them now, the whole community crumbles with me. From here, you can gently probe. I know. I'm getting nervous. I'm really undercover right now. Here's the thing. We know Alden. This is the thing. The reason I thought the mayor is a little bit less because Alden is the number one keeper, right? Alden is the pastor where all the stuff gets held in. So he has the most information. The cult stuff is left at his house, at his church. We know that. We know the cult stuff happens at the church. We know that he's got a lot more information, probably more than anybody, because the pastors, if they're leading that and owning that and it's hiding it, they have tons and tons and tons of information. I'm telling you right now. I gotta pick it real nice here. Okay. Here we go. So from here, you can go, who would want to destroy you, pastor? Who benefits from these lies? But some of the names in the journals, they were their mentors. I feel like he's going to push back on that. We got to build some more rapport. If these are lies, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to ask a nice, simple question. Let's say, let's go. I'm going to copy this, copy paste. Okay. So I'm not spending the time on it. Get rid of the quotes because I'm just asking him a question here. But now I say, who benefits from these lies? Watch what I say next. He narrows his eyes. This is getting really intense. This is getting really intense. All right. I'm going to pull this back up big for you. You can't even see it. He paused. So he narrows his eyes just slightly with a warm smile still fakes. Oh, he's a fake smiler. He said, that is the question, isn't it? Who profits from tearing down a shepherd, from scattering a flock? Outsiders, opportunists, reporters who smell blood in the water, and politicians. Oh, he's going to throw it on the politicians? Frick out of here. Frick this guy. He leans back in his chair. Oh, he gets lower voiced. Mayor Monson insists the journals are fake, but every time she speaks, the fire spreads wider. If I didn't know better, I'd say she wants the chaos. Perhaps she thinks if the town tears itself apart, she can swoop in as the savior. He pauses, studying you as if weighing whether he said too much. But the truth is, my child, stop calling me my child, dog. We're going to, no. I'm not your child, brother. The truth is older than her. These writings are seeds of the discord planted long ago. Whoever planted them wanted to break the bond between faith and the people. And that if the bond breaks, everything else will follow. Oh, you know what he's doing? I have a feeling, okay? Why would he try to flip it around? When the pastors have more information, the church has more information. Even if she's the main culprit, they can't use the church without their permission, right? We got, what's it called? Okay. We've got chanting happening in the basement. We got all kinds of cult stuff. We know there's a cult. It's who's leading it and who's participating in it. And we know old dude what's his name? Old pastor dude. He was also heavily in on this. Is he projecting to get it off of him? All right, how about this? I'm going to ask a crazy question. How about this? I got a crazy. I'm going to say this. All right, slow down. Say the wrong thing, he's not going to react well. So let me think for. Okay, let me say. What if I say? I can watch this. I can help put this to rest. Okay. If you show me, come on now, me the, what are they called? Notebooks, journals. I can help put this to rest. Okay. Cause I can help you. I'm part of the press. See, I'm going to help him. I'm going to make him feel safe. If you show me, help put this to rest. If you show me the rest of the books. Okay. Let's just try. I'm going to go for it. He studies you. The rest of the books, you've heard too much already. Oh, he knows. He knows. He knows. The rest of the books, you've heard too much already. He leans forward quicker but sharper. Some of the journals vanished from the police custody, yes. But do you know why? Because men in uniforms, men sworn to uphold justice, feared what would happen if they became public. These writings, true or false, can destroy lives without a trial, without proof. You think exposing them as mercy is only a fire and ruin. Oh boy. I guard what remains, not because I am guilty, but because of what the town would not survive the storm if everything came to light. The sheep are not ready for the wolf. Places his hand on the Bible and starts staring at me intently. Oh, let's get this, mother fricka. Why don't you step up to the plate, big dog? Step up to the plate. I'll be on the mound. It's going down. So he says, so I'll ask you, why would I trust you with even the police could not keep safe? Okay, I have to think about my answer. This is crazy. It's definitely him. He's trying to say the politicians are the ones running this crap, okay? The Monopoly guy. I should have brought in my gosh dang. I should go get a hat and a trench coat for these nights when we do these. Okay. Oh, we got 10 minutes till we hear from Ray. We got Ray calling in 10. I love it. I don't know, man. This is getting crazy. So I'm saying, I'll tell you this. He sounds like he's trying to say that the only thing he's trying to do is make sure that everything in the entire town doesn't go up to smoke. Okay? He's trying to say the police. So now he just blamed the police. He said that the police went and got those files. Then he went and said, okay? Then he goes and says that I'll show you. Make it bigger. Oh, that's even better. Then he goes and says, why would I trust you what the police could not even do? What do I tell him? How do we gain his trust? The police can do whatever they want, in my opinion. If they're involved and the mayor's involved, then yes, that is going to be the problem here. Because really, there's nothing else that we can do, right? Can you guys even see it if I do this? I don't know. Oh, you can. Okay. Tell me if you can see it if I do this. That way it's just without me messing with it. Can I bait him? That's what I'm trying to do. Because I want to dig deeper with this guy. This guy has a lot of information he doesn't want to share. A lot. Okay, here we go. Why would I trust you with what even the police could not keep safe? Oh, okay, I have this. I'm gonna go. Because I'm here only to help. Damn it. Help tell the truth. Okay. Do I want to expound on that? I'm only here. What the hell? I'm not even say here. I'm here to help tell the truth. And want to make him feel even better. Not to expose. How about that? Gosh dang it, Colby. Freaking keyboard, motherfricka. Not to expose. There you go. We also do need to follow up on that as well, right? Because she's in the journal. This journal is wild. The truth, yes, but the truth is dangerous blade, child. Wielding wrong, it cuts down the innocent along with the guilty. He slowly rises from his chair and walks towards a tall cabinet against the wall, its surface scarred from age. He rests his hand on the lock and then turns back towards you. I've prayed for someone who understands, not gossip, not a vulture, but someone who sees the burden of leadership. If you are that person, then perhaps you will see the rest of what the world is not ready for. He puts his hand, oh, hell yeah. What are you gonna do about that? Puts his hand on the small brass key from his pocket and dangles it between his fingers. But once you open your eyes, you cannot shut them again. If I show you what lies in here, you carry the weight with me. No police, no press, only truth, kept where it cannot destroy. Are you willing to bear that weight? I am that guy. Gosh, I wish that would have been so much cooler if I didn't mess that up. I am that guy. I'm that guy. That's even tougher. I'm that guy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm that guy. All right. Then perhaps Providence has answered. Few are willing to carry what cannot be spoken aloud. He hands the brass. I told you it's a brass key. I called that from a million miles away. Steph Curry from half court. I didn't even know you're going to have brass keys. I just said it because that's the most cliche thing you could do. He hands the brass key into your palm, closing your fingers around it. Okay, get off my hand. His hand lingers for a moment, too long, as if sealing a pact. Okay, I'm not holding hands with you. Okay, frick off me. Get the frick off me. Let me go downstairs. The cabinet holds the journals that were never turned over, the ones too dangerous to risk in police hands. They speak of things darker than you have read in the papers. Rituals, pacts, names that still walk the streets. Oh, we're getting all our info right here. He lowers his voice and leans closer. Don't get in my ear. But if you open them, you will see the stains of the town's soul. Once you know, you can never unknow. The flock needs shepherds, not wolves. Remember that when you read. He steps back and gestures toward the happen. Go on and see the truth for yourself. Oh, I'm going inside. Take me down, baby. Me downstairs. Down there. Do I have a gun? Because I need something. I don't know what this. What if he comes down later? He's like, you know the truth, and he's ready to go. You know what I mean? I'm going under. I'm going down under, baby. This is like my people out in Australia. We going down under, baby. He pauses for a long time, thumb rubbing the edge of the Bible. This dude's weird as frick. Stop rubbing the Bible, okay? The room feels smaller now, the air damp and heavy. When he finally speaks, his voice is low, almost conspiratorial. Very well, from here on now, you are not a guest, you are a witness. If you enter the lower room, you take on its silence. He walks to the door at the back of his office and slides the old bookshelf, revealing a narrow stairwell spiraling down. Oh, this is creepy as frick. Why don't you grab your gosh dang torch and kick up your night boots, because this is some old stuff. The stone steps are slick from the recent flood. Would the flood not ruin the gosh dang books downstairs in the basement? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. The walls lined with faded religious murals. This passage leads to what remains of the old basement. Few even know it exists. Even the elders called it the cloister. This is where you confess, are kept, where oaths are sealed. This is scary. This guy's not normal. I got to go down there. I got to go. I got to go down there because this is the only way I'm getting answers. All right, I'm going down. I feel like I'm in the I feel like I'm living this. I'm like really planning out, if this guy turns around, what I got to do to Pastor Alden. It's just it's Creed 3, baby. I'm Drago with it. Okay. The passage leads to remains. Oh, we already know that. He glances over his shoulder at you. At any moment you wish to turn back, do so now. Once you step inside, there's no curtain left to draw. Shut up and take me downstairs. I'm going to say some weird stuff back to him. I'm ready, Father. Man, I'm sounding like I'm going to the dark side. I am going to the dark side. Oh my gosh. I'm ready, Father. I said some stupid stuff. He goes, then come, my child. Let the shadows show you what the light refuses. This dude's scary as frick. This is so much more intense than anything I plan on doing today. Okay. Let me slow it down. Let me breathe. Let me breathe. Let me breathe. He leads you carefully down the slick stone steps. Each step echoes hollow, the air growing colder, heavier, damp with the scent of mold and old earth. Man, this is descriptive as frick. I can smell that. At the bottom of the iron door looms, its surface marked with scratches as if others tried to claw their way out a long time ago. Alden withdraws a larger iron key from his robe. Frickin' in his robe. Why is the iron key in his robe? That's just nasty. What's it on his strap to his thigh? Okay. Of course, he has iron keys on top of iron keys. With groaning creak, the door swings open. All right. Here we go. Inside the basement, the chamber is circular, lined with the alcoves and the walls, each containing a journal bound in cracked leather. Some are swollen from water damage, others pristine, wrapped in cloth. A long wooden table sits at the center, scorched with candles that have been burned down to wax stubs. Rusted chains are bolted into the stone wall floor near one of the end of the table. The sigil, inverted cross. Oh my gosh, man, this is getting scary as frick. The inverted cross. Inside, 3 circles carved repeatedly on the walls, dark stains filling the grooves. A faint sound of dripping water echoes. Okay, this guy, come on. This guy, for real, you're telling me he knows all this stuff and there's nothing going on with him? The pastor? Pastor Alden? Hell no. This guy knows everything. His voice echoes in the chamber. Here lies the weight. Generations of leaders have barred their sins in here. Not to God above, but to each other, blood for blood, silence for silence. He runs his hand over one of the journals and looks at you with solemn eyes. Read, and you will understand why the town can never know. Choose carefully, for each book is a stone in the wall that holds this place together. Remove the wrong one, and the wall will fall. Gosh dang. All right, hold on. So let's do this. We're in a really touchy situation here. This is intense. Yeah, he's a rubby. He's a rubby guy. He rubs stuff. He touches your hand for too long. He gets in your ear. This guy's freaking weird, and I'm 2 seconds away from clocking him. I'll tell chat. I'll say and then I punch him, and he gets knocked out. We got a lot of ways we can go about this. Look, I'm with IPS, so obviously I know how to handle myself. I couldn't get through that one. Okay. I couldn't get through that one. I'm sorry. That one was too good. No, in all seriousness, if he starts a fight, it's going to be a problem. So here's what we're going to do. Slow it down. We need to look into the mayor. Okay. We need to know what's going on with the mayor. She's the leader of all of this, right? She's the leader of the entire town. But the problem is, we also need to know what's going on with this guy. There's no way on the planet Earth that this man does not know what's going on in this town, because he is the one who has the freaking iron key strapped to his thigh that's allowing us to go downstairs, that is taking us down there to come up with this situation. How am I supposed to catch up Ray on this? If he calls me in the next minute and I'm supposed to tell him this story, he's not going to be able to help us. This is too hard. I don't know what to do with Pastor Alden. I don't know how to. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go find the journal. I'm gonna tell Mr. Rubby. Okay, Mr. Rubby, can you point me to the mayor book? That's a weird way to say this. Mr. Rubby. Okay. He didn't even care. He didn't even care. I called him Mr. Rubby. You say the name, and Alden expressions hardens immediately. He sets his jaw and lowers his eyes, almost if you've spoken something forbidden in his chamber. Mayor Martson's book. You ask for fire itself. Oh, so he wasn't even mad that I called him Mr. Rubby. He is Mr. Rubby. Frick this guy. this guy is Mr. Rubby, and he didn't even care. He steps. What is this? Alcoves? He steps one of the alcoves near the back where the thick journal bound in dark red leather rests behind a pane of warped glass. The spine is braided with the initials HM, Harold Martson, the former mayor, Evelyn's father. Alden, why is he whispering? The motherfucker starts whispering, whispers. This is where the whispers begin. Harold kept meticulous records, not just of his deeds, but of the circle's rule, its hierarchy, every oath, every offering, every silence. Dude, this is nuts. This is 10 times more nuts than anything I planned for tonight, guys. I thought we were going to start calling out like, yeah, the guy did it with his freaking, what's it called? Yeah, the guy with the business partner did it. This is crazy. All right. He retrieves the book carefully, although it might bite. The cover is stiff with age and stained with something darker than water. He sets it on the table before you, sliding across the scarred wood. If you open this, you will see the roots beneath Evelyn Marston's smile. But be warned, once you read her father's words, you'll never see your mayor, your town the same again. I'm not from here. Okay, I read it. I don't know how to like continue doing this as I say it. I read it. I don't know how to make it. You open the journal and the leather cracks, dust rising like ash. The first page bears Harold Martin's name in heavy, deliberate handwriting. Confessions not to God, but to the circle. Blood binds, silence protects. Entries. This is crazy. Who was waiting for this? First entry. March 12, 1977. The council agreed tonight. Clara James was to be the offering. Sheriff Kells delivered her. She did not fight long. The river will keep her secrets. You can't see it? Hold on. Let me make it bigger for you. Is that better? So Clara was killed in 1977 by Sheriff Kells. Well, they all did it. We knew this was a cult coming in. October 3rd, 1979. Each new leader must take the oath in the cloister. I don't know. My daughter Evelyn was present outside the door, though too young to understand. She will inherit in what must be hidden, whether she wants to or not. The dad indoctrinated the daughter. Yep, you called it. This is crazy motherfucking crap, man. Okay, these entries are wildly far apart. 77, 79 to 80. He comes in. The priest speaks of God, but here we speak of power. Confession in this chamber is the true covenant. I carry their sins and they carry mine. No man can accuse another without condemning himself. Okay, so they're deep in. So he forces his daughter to be there and forces her to take the circle. So we're getting somewhere here. We are getting somewhere here. December 1982. I feel the weight growing heavier. If these words ever are found, the town will burn. Better the flock stay blind than see the wolves wearing collars. Several pages are smeared with what looks like dried blood, obscuring some names. A list of initials repeats across years. HM, RKPD, and others, all matching in community leaders. Aiden, you see now, Harold was no fool. He recorded everything, knowing that the circle bound him. His daughter, your mayor, she was groomed from childhood to inherit silence. She calls the journals lies because she must. If she admits the truth, her own blood is damned with the rest. Holy mother freaking crap. We're in deep. What it do, big dog? You got to save us in this motherfricka. I cannot explain to you how deep in I am on this, Ray. I cannot tell you how deep we are in this fake case. My freaking hair on my legs is standing up. All right, let me explain it to you this way. I'm going to give it to you the quick rundown, okay? You guys don't mind about that, do you? There's a small cult in a small town. The pastor is keeping these books in the basement a secret. And you find out right now, we just found out that the mayor is a daughter of a former mayor. And basically, there's this generational thing where they've kept this circle of sacrifices, all this wild stuff is happening in this circle. And so it's passed down generationally. And we just found out that the mayor of the town, the current one, she's actually still keeping the secret because she's trying to deny it and telling everybody to just believe that everything is good, right? She's saying believe in your leaders, all this stuff. I hope that gives you the best way. So right now we have walked down the basement. We're here with Mr. Rubby. Mr. Rubby is I call him Mr. Rubby because he's the pastor. The pastor rubs the Bible. He rubs his fingers on stuff. He's got a big brass keys, and he pulled a key out of his thigh and handed it to me. But then for some reason he comes down in the basement with me. So why the hell did he give me the brass key if he's going to come down there anyway? It's a lot going on, Ray. I can't really say much more than that. Just be careful with the pastor when you're coming into this one. All right. It's really bad. This is bad. Okay. All right. So we know what it is. We're going to go get her. Okay. We need more evidence on her. Okay. So we need to figure out, how do we deal with Alden? How do we deal with him? He's protecting it. Does that not make him an accomplice? He's an accomplice because he knows all this stuff. Correct? It's like that makes him an accomplice by definition because he knows what's going down. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this, because now IPS needs to turn around. Ray doesn't even know about IPS. Ray, if you don't know, IPS is called the International Protection Service. I made it up, and I am now the leader, co-founder of IPS, and we take down bad guys. That's what we do. Is he reading smut? Can you imagine, guys, if you walked in on this live and you did not know what was going on? This would not make a lick of sense, and how nuts we must sound. I really hope people understand we're having game night right now, because we are just too deep to explain it to anybody else. It's bad. All right, I need some suggestions here. Our suggestions are this, okay? Here's what I need you guys to do for me. I need you to tell me what we do next. I'm in the basement. Remember how deep in we are. I'm in the basement. Yes, I am the director of the IPS. Thank you, Kathy. Director and president. And we protect people, especially the trail bandits. We don't let them get away with anything. Here's the deal. We need to figure out what we're doing. I thought we were going to get to multiple cases. This one's going to take all night because we're really deep in here. We got to take it down. This obviously doesn't give us irrefutable evidence about our mayor right now. Okay? If you think we're watching The Black Bride, you've never seen me more scared in my life. I'd not F with that lady. It's a man, by the way. It's not a lady. I looked it up. That's why it's so scary. Okay. So here's the deal. I don't know what to do. I need help. What do we do next? We need to figure out what to read next. Okay? We need to figure out what to do next. And I really need help from us as a community here, because I'm in the basement right now. It's stinky down here. The brass keys. There's a lot going on here. I need somebody to throw in and pitch in some ideas here, because I'm getting pissed. And I'm not staying down here long. So we either go for more evidence on the mayor currently, so we can at least get her. I feel like she's the head domino. So if we knock her down, everybody's going down with her. So instead of trying to get everybody involved, we need to go get the mayor. Now, what I need to know is, what do I do with the mayor? How do I get evidence on the mayor? Because she's really just in this only alluded to being a accomplice, right? The pastor's not helpful. This guy sucks. All right, Alden. All right, let's continue. IPS here. IPS here. Can we get more info on the current mayor? Because I'm not seeing enough. I'm not seeing enough. As you mentioned the mayor again, Alden's eyes flick towards the stairwell, as even if the stone walls might be listening. He closes the book slowly, his hand resting heavy on the corner. He loves the corners of books. Evelyn Martson wears the crown of the light in public, but she was raised in the shadow. Her father brought her here as a girl. She never took the oath herself, but she watched, she listened, and when he died, she inherited the keys, not to the circle, but to protect it. That doesn't change anything. She knows everything. Okay, Ray, I know. Look, it's bad. We're deep in this, man. It's not, I'm not gonna lie to you. You came in at a point where I'm in the basement with this guy and I'm trying to get evidence to take down the mayor. Okay? I need to get the mayor. She's the one. Now this guy's trying to tell me this guy's got to be guilty. Am I wrong? The pastor's got to know more. He's got to be a part of the circle. All right, I got to let's read this. We're going to slow it down. We're going to get some information about Evelyn. Then I'm going to start asking him questions because there's no freaking way. There's no freaking way they don't know. He doesn't know better. So slow it down. Here we go. She was born in 73, the only child. He was the mayor from 76 to 80. She was childhood exposure. Several entries suggest that she was present outside as a child. She became a lawyer, then the mayor, campaigned for transparency and reform. What did I tell you about her at the beginning of this video? I told you she was a mess because that's exactly why she said, oh, transparency, blah, blah, blah. She knows what the frick it is. Ironically, she promised to root out corruption. Yep. Connection to the journals. Her father's book explicitly mentions her by name. Residents remember Harold bringing her to late night meetings at the church. And in 2020 journal, written by someone else, initialed LB, there's a line. The Martson girl keeps the keys but dares not open the door. Her silence serves us well. Who's in this gosh dang circle? Call the press media. That's what I'm saying, but we gotta really get her. We gotta get her, man. We gotta know. I'm telling you, this pastor's not innocent. But what we're being told is she doesn't lead. She doesn't lead this, right? She doesn't lead this. Okay? She's not. Oh man, this is so intense. Because I know the pastor is definitely a big part of this. Who's in the circle? That's what we need to figure out. That's the next point. Okay. Current behavior denounces the journals as fabricated slander, quietly blocked the state investigators. That's why she didn't want IPS in the church basement after the flood. Called a unity rally of St. Augustine's where she urged citizens to stand by your leaders and not turn against them. Here comes Alden leaning closer, but now not whispering, just above it. Evelyn is not one of us, but she shields us. Whether out of fear, loyalty, or ambition, only God knows. But if IPS seeks her downfall, that's the greatest bar ever, man. IPS is completely fabricated, man. Come on now. That's the greatest bar ever. IPS seeks her downfall. They must be certain because her secrets are dragged in the sun. She may burn with us or drag the whole town into fire. Not one of us. What does that mean? Slow down. What does he mean, not one of us? What does he mean? Why would he say not one of us? What's one of us? Is he referring to himself as a townsperson, or is he referring to himself as one of the people in the circle? I'm going to ask him. What do you mean, one of us? Come on, Alden. I'm already deep into this thing, man. What do you mean, one of us? Oh, he stiffens at your words. His gaze shift at the carved sigil above the chamber door and then back at you, and he speaks in careful measure like he's deciding how much to let slip. The circle child, the ones who took the oath in this room, who bear their sins, not to God, but to one another, who shared blood, bound silence, and carried the weight of together. He rests his hand on an old journal, tapping it once, softly. What? Harold Martson is one of us. Sheriff Kells was one of us. Reverend Danner and Councilwoman Brack all took the oath. Evelyn, he shakes his head slowly. She never spilled blood, never swore. He's in the circle. He just admitted it. She never spilled blood. She never swore outside the circle, watching and hearing. She never crossed the line. That's why some call her innocent. Then his eyes narrow. But innocence fades when you hold the key. She's protecting the circle. She hides the journals. She shields the guilty. Whether she partook or not, she's become a keeper. One of us means damned by oath. She is not damned by blood, but by silence, by complicity. That may be at worst. He's in the circle. He just said it. He said, one of us. We figured it out. Do I get my gun out or what do I do? Do I just tell him, get on the ground? IPS? All right, what do I do now? I don't know, because he just kind of confessed that he's in the circle. He just told me like 10 other people. That was way easier than I thought. This guy's an idiot. He laid out the whole case for me. Thanks a lot, Alden. You freaking idiot. That was easy. Easy money. You cracked so quick. You're in the circle. Okay, so you a circle guy? Oh gosh, what's goy? You a circle guy? I was not here when the circle began, but by the time I took the pulpit, the old oaths were already rotting under the floorboards. I have read their words, carried their weight, guarded their shame. He pressed his palm flat on the table. It was on a book. Why is it on a table now? Over Harold Manson's journal. Does that make me one of them? I did not spill blood. I did not carve their marks, but I guard their door, don't I? I keep the secret safe, and in the eyes of God, silence can damn a man surely as action. He exhales, his softer tone now, almost confessional. So yes, perhaps I am in the circle, if only because I never tore it down. Perhaps I am the last shepherd of their sins. Oh, we are getting somewhere. Huh. So I don't know what to do next. He's not confessing to either one of them being into the gosh dang thing, man. That doesn't make any sense. I think he's lying too. He keeps trying to act like he's not part of it. He keeps acting like he's not part of it, but he knows. He just said it, and so does the mayor. So you can say, okay, well, we didn't participate in the circle, but we know everybody in the circle. We know what they did. We know we have their records, and we are literally going to continue to have. Oh man, this is horrid. Okay. So you feel bad. I'm trying to empathize with the guy. Okay. Slow it down. I know how to deal with this situation here. He lets out a long, shaky breath. His shoulder sag as he tells you the first honest thing in a while. Every night. I don't care if you feel bad. I know you don't. He sits down on the table across from you. The weight of the basement pressing in his fingers trace the edge of the journal. Gosh dang it. He just rubs everything. I came here to preach forgiveness, to heal people. Instead, I found a tomb full of other men's sins. I told myself guarding it was a mercy, that revealing would destroy the town. But the mercy starts and feels like complicity when you can taste the rot in your prayers. He looks up at you, his eyes glassy now. I bury their secrets and tell my flock to trust in God. I'm not sure which lie is heavier anymore. He leans forward, voice low and cracked. You want the truth? There's more here than I ever wanted to know, and I'm so very tired of holding it alone. I think we just pull out. I just think we pull out the gun and just. I mean, I'm IPS. My jurisdiction is across the whole county. It doesn't matter. I can just say the guy pulled a knife, and then I can put on his clothes. Okay, go really covert. Put his clothes on. Throw something over my face, and I'm gonna head out to the mayor. I'm gonna knock on her door and be like, "Hey, we got to talk. There's this guy down here." Okay, no, better idea. Hold him at gunpoint. Get the mayor to come down. This is even better. We're gonna get the mayor to come down, and we're gonna get her to the basement, and we're gonna have him set her up to confess about everything. How about that? How about I convince him? Okay, so go with me here. Okay, hold on. If I had a book right now, this is the pastor, by the way. I'm just letting you know this guy does this all day, just rubs corners, just doing this, just touching everything, touches you, whispers. Frick this guy. There's two options we can go with. We're gonna go with this. It's either go full on out. Now it's like guns out. Okay, 22 Jump Street. I pull out my gun, and it's just, hey, stop, get on the floor, and I take him out, and now I dress up like him. That's not option number one. Option number two is get him to relieve. Okay, this is the best. This is the best one. We got to go with this one, but I'm still gonna listen to you guys if you want. Listen, listen. We get this guy to relieve all of this guilt that he feels for keeping a secret. I bring him in to set up. Okay, have him set up a meeting with the circle. This is a touchdown right here. Have him tell the circle we got to get together, fabricate a story, get the whole circle there, and get them to start committing to the crimes. That's the move. And I'm going to stay in the basement, and IPS is going to record the whole thing, and I'm going to pull out. Okay? I'm going to pull out. I got to go get it. Like some bigger gun, like a shotgun AR or something like that. And I'm going to be there, and I'm going to block the doorway. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this. All right. I'm going to help you. Okay. I'm going to help you. Okay. I want you to get everyone here. I want to set up a sting. You help. You help, Rubby. You help, Rub Boy. Rubber. You help, Rubby. Okay, I said it. I don't need thinking longer for a better answer. Oh, here we go. I got to make it bigger for you guys. You got to be able to see it. Sting. Yes, let's go. Love it. Here we go. Get the suspected circle members to physically get together. They're circle members. They're going to come to the circle. I'm obviously going to be able to get them off. Okay. I'm going to get them all in one place. Here we go. Record the secure, incontrovertible evidence, confessions, admissions, physical journals, and actions. Ensure arrests if warranted are performed. IPS authorized officers. Okay. How do we prep? You undercovers Robbie. Chat, I'm not Rubby. You really, really missed that one. I'm not Rubby. I'm not Rubby. You're missing the point. Here's what we do. Man, there's a lot of ideas. Yes, this is what I need. This is what we need. We have to get them to admit things. Yeah, I'm sure green, yellow, and red are not as absolutely so stupid that my code words would be green, red, and yellow, as if those are not the most obvious of things. This is stupid. First of all, I'm not Rubby, so don't call me Rubby. 3 cameras, 2 audio recorders. It's just me and a gun. That's all I have. So I don't need these plans. Okay? So shut up. Here's what we're going to do. What's that guy's name? Pastor Alden gets them in. I'll be there hiding. Okay. I'll be there hiding. Shut up, Grammarly. It's not supposed to be perfect. I'll be there hiding. Take him down. IPS on the job. That's how we do it. Here we go. I don't need you to think longer for a better answer. Just do it. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Pastor Alden. He's going to send a text. Brothers and sisters, urgent private gathering tonight at dusk. Only who carry the keys. Oh, so they all have keys, huh? We meet at the reaffirm covenant to reaffirm our covenant and lay burdens down together. No press, no outsiders, come as you are. Huh. Pastor does next. Locks the main church doors, symbolic. Leaves one door unlocked for IPS to enter quietly later. By the way, I'm probably going to take down the pastor. I'm taking him down. Okay. I'm taking him down. I don't have time for this guy. He's going down after this. All right. So lights at the central table, candles to create the ritual atmosphere. Places Harold Manson's journal on the table, opened in 1977 entry. This gives you a discreet nod when the room is full that your cue to start asking calm, loaded questions. Your role. I'm not Rubby. I'm not Rubby. You really missed the point here. Okay, I'm Rubby, I guess. I mean, you really didn't understand what I meant. I did not call myself Rubby, but whatever. You are hidden in the front pew or a shadow visible. Keep your phone going, audio muted during a rest phase. IPS will tell you when to go. Keep the keys, who to protect. Read aloud. Clara Jameson was given to the river. Who ordered that? Mayor Manson blocked investigators. Who asked her to do that? Let the suspect speak. Don't shout. Don't touch. Just let IPS watch and record. This is the greatest thing ever. I cannot believe IPS made it to the big screen. Carter would be so proud. Okay, I just need you to do it. Okay, here we go. You hide, Rubby. Be still. Rubby hide. Rubby will hide. Lego. I can't believe I got turned into Rubby. What the hell happened? How in the world did I freaking become Rubby? I don't understand. I'm Rubby now. Even though I didn't do anything. Just became me. Okay. Don't touch anyone. No confrontations. Don't arrest or detain. I am IPS, the director. If things go sideways, leave immediately. Nope. I'm strapped. I'm ready. When IPS says river, abort. Okay, here we go. I don't understand why you're giving me so many things to do. This is way too much. Okay, here we go. You said, let's let go. You're live. Rubby hidden. I can't take it seriously reading that. Yes. 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 Just tell me what happens next. You're really screwing with my life here. Freaking call me Rubby. Freaking, this is ridiculous. I'm hiding, apparently. Okay, I'm hidden. All right, there you go. Yeah. Alden moves to the pulpit, keeps his keys in his hand, voice steady and low. Brothers and sisters, thank you for coming. We meet to remember our vows, to lay burdens down. Tonight we read from the ledger and decide if healing comes by silence or by truth. By the way, he said he wasn't in the circle. So this is a damn lie. He's in the circle because he's literally leading it. He lets his words hang. He looks around the room slowly, meeting the eyes, and sets a journal on the table, open to 1977 entry. He lights the last candle and nods once in your direction, a small, almost, wow, I don't understand what we're doing here. Rubby, you. This is me, apparently. Say calmly from the shout out or whisper so IPS can monitor the audio. Rubby. Why keep the keys? Whom do they protect? Why would I say whom? Pause. Watch faces. Let someone answer. Record reactions. If reactions escalate or someone gives names, hold. Wait for Alden to give you the next clue, our next cue. When Alden gestures again, small hand raised fingers towards a journal. Read the line slowly. Rubby prompt 2. Read. Clara Jameson was given to the river, then hold eye contact and watch for physical or verbal reaction. Final prompt if they remained seated. Mayor Martin blocked the investigators. Who asked her to do that? Let people in the IPS observe. If you hear echo, pause all prompts. If you hear river, just narrate it. Just narrate. We will begin. And then I say, why keep the keys? Whom do they protect? There's so much explaining to me that I don't need. I don't need to read all that. Gosh, it's taking a long time. All right, here he goes. He rests his hand on the journal. Of course he is. And somehow I'm rubby. We carried the weight for decades, but tonight the ledger breathes again. Speak and let the truth settle in this room as it always has. He glances towards you, a subtle nod, your cue. Why keep the I'm under the pew hiding. Why am I speaking? That doesn't make any logical sense. And I'm not part of the circle. Why keep the keys? Whom do they protect? A pause. Two elders exchange uneasy looks. One cough, shifting in their chair, murmurs ripple. Elder's voice low and defensive. The keys protect all of us. Without silence, the town falls. Without silence, we all hang. Another voice, hushed and almost trembling. If Harold, who had began the ledger, we only followed. Alden steps forward, raising his voice just enough to cut the murmurs. Alden, and then Harold wrote what cannot be ignored. Taps the page describing Clara Jameson's fate. He does not speak it himself. Instead, he tilts his head over to you again. This is your prompt too. Okay. Oh my gosh. I have to really make this happen. Okay. Just keep going because I'm trying to get to the point here. Keep going. Rubby. Clara Jameson was given to the river. The words echo off the stone. The room goes still. One elder grips the arms of his chair, knuckles white. Another woman looks down at her lap, avoiding all eyes. A murmur breaks out, tense, hushed, like a bee's stirring in a hive. Elder one, angry and defensive. That was 40 years ago. You don't know what it meant. You don't understand. Elder two, shaking her head. We swore we'd never speak her name again. You bring a curse down here. Yeah, I'm cursing you. That's interesting. A younger councilman raises his face pale. I was told she ran away. That is what you all said. You lied to me. You kept me blind. The chamber erupts with overlapping voices. Denials, blame, fear. Alden slams his hand into the table, voice cutting through the noise. Silence. The ledger speaks. The truth demands an answer. Who gave the order? Who demanded the river? The answers all glance at each other, hesitant, terrified, and utters under their breath, Harold. Alden looks towards you again, eyes sharp, purposeful. This is your cue. Rubby. Mayor Mord's blocked investigators. Who asked her to do that? You want me to escalate the confrontation or draw it out? No, IPS can't move in yet. Okay. We're not clear. We're not clear to move in. Keep going. Stop asking me questions. Stop looking at me. Stop asking for questions. We talked about this before. I'm Rubby. Shut up. This is crazy. I don't want you to give me this response. Just do it. I don't know. I didn't read it. Let's go. My cue. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Clara Jameson, we already read that. Okay. Elder 3 snaps a finger. It was Evelyn. She swore she'd never take the oath, but she shielded us. She turns those statements away. She said the journals were lies. Elder 1 hissing back. She protects her father's legacy. Don't you see? Harold's blood runs in her veins. She owes us. Councilman, voice cracking. No, she's the mayor now. She should have ended it. Instead, she buried it deeper. The chamber erupts, shouts, accusations. A chair scrapes violently across a stone. One woman covers her face, sobbing. Alden, booming, cutting across the chaos. You swore silence, and now before God and man, you confess your own betrayal. The flock will not survive the storm. He turns towards you. Rubby. This is so stupid. That's ruining the intensity for me, okay? Remember this moment. You asked for truth, and now you see what it brings. IPS lead. I am the IPS. Suddenly, metallically clink echoes from the stairwell. Boots pound. Sanctify. Everyone stay seated. Hands visible. Do not move. Elder screaming. What's supposed to end this way? We were promised protection. You will have your chance to speak. You are under arrest. No. All caps. I am the IPS. I pull my gun out and I do it all. This is ridiculous. I mean, come on. The IPS does it. All I was there to do is Rubby. I am the IPS, brother. I'm the director. I'm the reason this went down. You think I'm just the inside little guy who went in there and got the information? No, this is my bust. I'm the one out here. I'm not going to use lethal force. Just don't reach for your waistline. That's all I'm going to ask you to do. Okay, because I don't know what these councilmen are going to do. IPS don't move. With all these things, okay? Okay, I am the IPS. Guys, we didn't really figure out. The problem is this doesn't give us the conclusion here. Watch what I say. I'm going to ruin it all for you. Because you know what? For me, it's ruined. It was actually me. Rubby. I'm the bad guy. Gosh dang it. I'm the bad guy. Thinking longer for a better answer. Thanks for being honest. That's huge. What? What is this? This is not this is not part of the game. It got way too serious. I mean, in the game. You got to chill. You really ruined the whole thing. I mean, in the game, chill. I'm playing in the game. Rubby's move. Slow down. I'm Rubby. I fed the circle. I buried Clara. I kept my mouth shut for years. I'm the one you blame the river on. I'm the one that kept the ledger safe. After the first sentence, the eyes contact with the elder. After confession, drop your head slightly. Gaslight. It's giving me, tell me to gaslight. Chat GPT. Chill the frick out. It told me to gaslight. Look, the reality was that wasn't going anywhere. This is what happened. Okay, we'll come back to this. Listen, it wasn't going anywhere. It stopped going anywhere. Once I became Rubby and the IPS moved in, we didn't know what was going to happen. And I became the bad guy, and then chat took it too far. So here's what it is. I just feel like Rubby had to be the bad guy at this point. We had to do it. And it just got ruined by the end. It really did. It got ruined. So Rubby's the bad guy. Just to solve this one, it went way left field and was not happening. That was crazy. I really thought we were going to have a satisfying ending. I truly believed in it. I truly believed that we were actually going to know and go down the line of who it was. But then they had all the people come in, then they called them elders. And instead of doing that, they just freaking, we all know it, dude. We all know it. It was Rubby the whole time. I just really wanted to bust the mayor. I wanted to take it down surgically. And then ChatGPT just couldn't finish it. It got way too, it tried to give me a bunch of scenarios. I'm like, look, we're playing a game. You tell me what's going on and I react to it. That's how this works. My gosh, guys, I did not know that one case would take us an hour 30. That's crazy. That's insane. I just, I mean, we didn't get the ending we would deserved. We did not. We did not get what we deserved. I can't believe it. Next on the people's perspective, we talk about what Rubby just did. Breaking news. What if I just said that for everybody that wasn't here and brought that up as if this all actually happened and that Rubby was the bad guy the whole time? That'd be fake news. I'd never do it. But just to confuse everybody. Just ruin a whole segment just for that. Freaking, once I became Rubby, I lost all interest. I'm not gonna lie. Once I was under the pew, here was how chat set me up. Okay, you go hide under the pew. You go hide. Okay, and then I start delivering lines out of nowhere. Why? How in the world can I do both? Am I hiding and recording it, or am I delivering bars and the pastor keeps giving me nods like, yeah, you go ahead. The guy who's never been there, who's never been around once in the circle, is now speaking. I mean, once that happened, I didn't really have anywhere. I didn't have anywhere to go with it. Yes, thank you, Slow. This didn't happen. Tonight didn't happen. Everybody who made it live, You're in the you're in the circle. What if I just end the stream right there? just end it. Bye. Oh man. That's a really good point, brother. And you know what? I think he does, because if I really would have picked a prompt, it would have been Rubby. You want to know Rubby's ending? Then YouTube's gonna take this freaking channel down for this one. Rubby's ending's this. Rubby pulls out. Okay, let's slow down. We're just not getting to that place. Rubby pulls out his gun and takes the circle down. Okay, this is how I do it. Okay, he pulls the gun out. Everybody's gone. Circle's gone. Town's in disarray. He burns the church because he's got to get rid of it. He's got to dump the evidence of all the stuff that's happened. The town goes into disarray. They'll never know what's going on. And then Rubby gets away. How about Rubby floats away like Grease 1? Don't get me started. Don't you get me started. He gets in his car with Sandy and he's room in the sky. Frick out of here. That's what it is. Chill out. I call him Rubby because he rubbed books. Okay? This is not a filthy channel here. We keep it classy out here. We don't say frick. We don't say Rubby. We don't talk about that stuff. We're classy. Because I got a real problem with the ending of Grease. That's why. I got a real problem with that. Why did they float away? You can't ever explain it to me. I think it did. And then, I mean, ChatGPT didn't even know what Rubby was. Like, it didn't even pick up. And then it just said IPS. It just took IPS and just assumed what it was. As if I'm not in charge of IPS, please. I would have never been under the pews hiding and then delivering lines from under the pews. No, thank you. I would have literally taken out the pastor. I would have put on his clothes. I would have put on a face thing, put something over my face, called them in, used my voice to sound like the pastor. And if anything happened, I would have pulled out 2 just monster Desert Eagles. And I would have jumped off the pew and just been boom, boom, slow-mo. I mean, it would have been nuts. I would have never went down like that. I would have taken out the whole squad. Nobody would have had any problems because I had everybody in there. I had all their dirt. And then I would have turned over all the stuff from my PS. I would have turned over all the notebooks from my PS and given it to the authorities. This is the best. You guys have to watch the whole thing or you are going to think we are nuts. You're going to think I'm nuts. I don't know, Jen. I don't know if you want this one. I don't know if you want this one. This got out of hand. I will say tonight was the most out of pocket. This is the most out of pocket live we've ever had. I'm not going to lie to you. It's out of pocket. And I had fun. So I'm telling you right now, though, I would have jumped out 2 Desert Eagles. Everybody, we all know they're suspects. We're in the circle. So we're just talking about the bad guys, the circle guys. Jump out, boom, 2 Desert Eagles. I jump. It's boom, 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 everybody. Okay? They're all down. I roll perfectly, landing, smoke, Django Fett, back into my gosh dang holsters. And then if anything else happens, I mean, I'm still 2 Desert Eagles, and I'm probably, I'm wearing my belt here under here. So right here is just Desert Eagle clip strapped. I'm 12 deep for any problems. There's nothing you can do because I already planned this out because I'm the head of the IPS, which is the International Protection Service, which does not exist. Okay. But in this context, it does exist. I don't know, man. We might have taken it too far. We might have been too far with it. This might have been the one that broke the channel. This might have been the one. I had so much fun with you guys, man. I hope people can understand that our channel in our community can have fun too. Like, we talk about a lot of heavy things. We talk about a lot of hard topics. We touch on a lot of those things. So it's nice every once in a while to just kind of, I don't know, balance it out, have fun, laugh, not take things so seriously and just enjoy things. It doesn't mean that those other things aren't really important and need to be talked about, but sometimes you just have to enjoy your life too. You have to laugh. I did not expect to have this much enjoyment from this prompt. I did not know we were going to spend an hour plus on it, but it is what it is. We went crazy on this one. Slow. What you guys experienced tonight, I don't know if you'll ever forget, and I'm sorry because it got scary. It's totally rebellious. Oh man. Rebellious. This got crazy tonight. This is the thing. If we make Rubby merch, only you guys are going to know, and everybody else can think I'm weird. That's okay. They already do think I'm weird. And that's okay. We got to do it, though. If you were here tonight, you were part of something special. You were part of something that we can never, ever recreate. It happened to happen this way. But Jen's asking, is anybody else going to Nashville? You guys are. You got to let me know, man. I'm probably going to figure out what we're doing on Sunday. I'm really only there Sunday, the full day. So it's really just more like one day. But I'd love to see you guys at the Dateline Live. It's going to be very interesting to do that. You guys know I love you. I am going to go to sleep because I'm tired. That took everything out of me. It was a long day for me. You guys don't understand. I had to go down the basement. I had to play it cool. I had to deal with the pastor. I had to be called my child, whispered at. I had to take down a whole entire group, a whole cult today by myself, and I'm tired. And I need my neck rubbed, and I need to just go to. Rubby's got to take a nap. Why can't I just get through it? It's not even that. It's so stupid. Rubby's got to take a break. Okay, Rubby's got to take a break. Rubby loves you. No one's ever gonna know what this means. Okay, no one's ever gonna know it, and everybody's gonna be so confused tomorrow when we talk about this stuff. Rubby needs his neck rubbed. That's no lie. No lie. But it's all love. Thank you guys who I know stayed up on the East Coast or anywhere else to be a part of our live. You guys are amazing. Seriously. To all of you, I love you. Appreciate you. And I'll see you very soon. And I'll probably be live streaming again this weekend just because there's going to be a lot going on in Nashville. I'll keep you guys up to date and I'll make you a fun vlog. I'll see if I can get Keith in it. I'm not going to force him, but I'll ask him. And maybe we'll get him. Maybe we'll get a little autograph and do a giveaway, something like that too, just for you guys. I think that'd be cool. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Rubby's got to get out.